We starting now. I'm in the building. I had to bring back Lambert because the first video we did, I got a random email from some idiot threatening lawsuit, and Lambert did not ask him in writing whether he could use his property. So let's go on. Lambert brought me to another company.
Mr. Black, I beg you, Mr. Black.
Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Lambert brought me to another project that he's doing in East Legon. He doesn't want me to talk about that other idiot, so I'm not going to talk about that idiot.
Oh, Mr. Black,
it's okay. Let's go ahead.
Mr.
Lambert,
Black,
it's getting dark.
I
love it. Lambert, stop. Okay, so what's up, Lambert? Talk to me.
Mr. Black, to my customers, my clients. I greet you this evening.
So where are we? What are we doing? What is this project?
This is also one of my projects at East Legon. That is East Legon Third Gate. That's where we are.
Okay, so what are you building here? Let's go inside.
I'm building an apartment for one of my clients.
Okay, let's go inside.
So let's go inside.
So I did actually talk to the owner of this project on the phone to make sure I don't get another idiotic email. Okay, so a lot of people love your videos, but they're wondering why the video went missing. So now talk to us. What is this project?
This project is an apartment where I'm to one of my clients, and he wants to rent out to, for people. If someone comes from outside and he wants to come lodge here, he wants to come and lodge here, maybe from a week or maybe a week or 2 weeks. He can stay here for a short time.
So what is it? Is it just run us through the apartment? Let's start with the foundation.
I
see you did a DPM waterproofing. So talk to us about that.
So
talk to us about why the pillar is black. And then walk us through the building.
The pillar, the color of the pillar, that one is a lubricant.
Wait. Who introduced us to this man? Is he one of your...
He's my foreman, one of my foreman. He's in the carpentry section.
Okay, give him the microphone so he can introduce himself. How are you, sir?
By the race.
In fact, you can brofo, can slants, you can be, you can cry. Emudia na ope, ne ope bia. Okay, yankachi. Okay. What for? You're from saying?
From Mr. Kofi.
Okay, Mr. Kofi, uye ejuma benima Lambert.
Ampacho mina meye ne danwe ejuma ina kabete ejuma ina flooring na
Okay, until we now ball floor.
Me ball floor no first floor.
Okay. So he did the floor.
Okay, I promise a YouTube subscribers show. Okay.
So not only apartment, also a couple of works he has done through that YouTube.
Okay, Lambert. Okay, Lambert, let's continue. Lambert is begging me to... Okay, all right, let's go. So, Lambert, tell us about foundation concrete, your friend saying, substructure, and the flow, and then take us how many apartments are this. Wafa, feel free. New York can be open, so can be no one can be. Why?
Okay.
So tell us about foundation, why you use the plastic, what the pipes are, and stuff like that, so we know you are a builder.
Okay. So like as Mr. Kojo Black is saying, we started with the foundation. So we started with the foundation with excavation, to excavate. We excavated the ground with this in a backhoe, which went down almost about 5 feet.
Whoa!
With the columns, because of the height the building is going.
How many floors is this building?
It's going that is 4 story. If the ground is part of it, 4. But if the ground is not part, that is 3 story.
Okay.
So the depth went very deep.
Okay.
So that is how you can see with the pillars and also with the floor. So the floor we created a top beam and reinforcement on top of the block before casting the whole the concrete on top of it because of the floor is going. But I wanted to make a solid foundation.
Okay.
Because we are building for future generation, not building for us. Because we are building for the future children to come and occupy the place.
Okay. So was there a reason why you use the plastic? Is that plastic or what?
It's a damp.
Okay.
Very thick this thing.
Okay.
Very thick.
So why do you use that? Is there a reason?
To prevent the damp from rising.
Okay. So walk us through the project. Just show me what.
So let's come inside one of the apartment. This one is one of apartment. One apartment is a hall here. And also we have a kitchen here. We have a kitchen here. We have also a guest washroom here. We have a guest washroom here with a lobby, a small lobby here. We can do an ironing, something like a corridor. We can do an ironing here. Maybe all the children want to do study here, something like a study area. You can study here or an ironing place, and also the bedroom here.
That's a pretty big size bedroom.
A bedroom here and also a washroom here. So, like I'm saying, my client actually is putting up this building for people outside to come and lodge in case maybe they come around, they want to spend 2 weeks in Ghana or maybe a week in Ghana. You can come and stay in here. That was the main purpose. So it's very close to it. East Legon. Just a few minutes drive from that is the airport area.
Okay, I have a question. Somebody made a comment about your previous video. I know it's a silly comment, but I still need you to address. They were saying your pillar is too big than the block work, so plastering will be difficult. Actually, that's not the case, but I want you to explain as a builder yourself.
As a builder, like I'm saying, story building, the most important thing in the story building is the pillars. You can't build a story building that rejecting a pillar. Pillar is very, very important in the story building. And it depends the height is going. So like how you started from here, as we are going to the last floor, going, we'll be reducing the size of it and also taking some of the rod out. But from the foundation, we can't avoid pillars in story building. Yeah, even if the pillars are even there, you can even paint it, give it a nice design also to match with the ceiling.
Okay.
Yeah. So most of my other clients also prefer with the pillar that is exposing so that it will make the room inside nice. To give it a nice color shape to match with the POP.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the pillar exposing is exposed, like if the pillar is not where you're kind of saying smooth, right?
Yeah.
This one is flashing with a block work.
Yeah.
If the pillar is not flashing with a block work, one is for strength and two is for you're kind of saying idea fair.
You also can give it a design.
Okay,
like, it's for nice painting, a POP design. Yes.
Yeah, kind of broke.
So that is how people also prefer.
Okay.
But like I'm saying, in story building, you can't go away with pillar. Pillar is very, very, very important.
Okay.
Yeah, because the building, what you are putting out is something a lifetime. We are building for future generation, not us. We want a building so that our children, grandchildren can also use the facility, use the building. Okay. That is what we are doing.
Okay, yeah. I think
not a flashy something. Not a fancy something.
Capi wanted to say something. Can you give him the mic?
Okay.
I think Capi had something to say. Capi, who do you crack over? No, na Capi church no.
He said I'm a former nekano. Said I pillars no. Na holding eninya. Dan eko 4-story. Ntiwa ma pillar na solid. Na mama na ya kasia. Entumi nswa. Said ba ya nchirima no so. Baba to ejapadea edan ejapadea nti we yasa o ye ni na sada esi kosoro no so wa ma asia na anya den pillars na ya kase na anso da na hoden baba fom. Okay, sada menim foreman engineer ye de no nkofo hu a o manage time ya mo recommend say baby amawo nti na ye pillars na kase sa no.
Okay,
ana ye to blog na ma no so a ye spray hu sa ba ya blog ba chi no.
Okay. Inti say more to block work na ma pillar na moye den.
Yeah, well, cement ensure this free pillar no.
And no na amana black.
Amana rough. Rough one we natural.
Okay.
Natural.
So let me explain it. Pacho also doing the same.
Mr. Kofi.
Okay, Mr. Kofi is saying one thing. Most of their clients do request for much larger pillars, and also they usually spray the block, the pillar with cement, maybe just cement and something like this, so that the block sticks, the block can bond well. Yeah. So this is really rough surface, so the block and the cement can bond really well. Yeah. Okay, yenko foundation build now for yemba. You know, friends, a substructure, right?
Yeah.
Now, I think okay. Into foundation, say Gilbert. If somebody wanna construct such a foundation, between how much money do you think they need? You don't have to say maybe 1,000 or 2,000, but between how much money? Guys, say hi. Hi. Okay.
Yes. then the client can budget, let me from 20, that is 200,000 to 250,000 Ghana cedis.
Just like the other project?
Yeah, just like the other project. Like,
but you told me East Legon materials are more expensive. So
yes, it's expensive, though it's expensive, but let's budget, for that amount. Yeah. And like, let me say, you can't wait to get all that money to start a project. No. Like with any amount you have, let me say 60% of what I'm saying, you can start up with a project.
Okay, so you said, okay, now how about the substructure? For something like this, how much money does the person have to
something,
have?
Yeah, with the foundation, guys, the foundation cost much than the distance. That is the substructure, because at the end of the day, that is where all the distance, the whole structure is going to relax on it. That is going to carry the whole load. So we have to, there are lots of, materials have to, be involved in it.
Okay.
Yeah. And so if you come to the substructure, you can budget, let me say about, that is 150,000 Ghana cedis, or maybe 100,000 Ghana to 250,000 Ghana cedis to start to work with it.
Okay. Yeah. So now let's go up and then please continue to talk and teach the clients how building.
This is another floor. Okay. Like I'm saying, it's a 5. We have 5 apartment units at the ground floor plan. The 5 apartment units. Okay. So this one part also. Okay. Yeah, with like a hall here, also a kitchen here, and you have a guest washroom. We have the bedroom here. We have a bedroom here. Okay. Yeah. We have 1 bedroom here and also a washroom here. Okay. Yeah. So you can see from our pillars, very strong. So you can even ask yourself. Yeah. You can see a very, very solid thing. Yeah. Okay. Because like I'm saying, we are building for future generation, not us. So we are putting up something. Your grandchildren will also come to meet. Not that maybe you go into your old age. You'll be struggling to do maintenance and also to fixing pillars here and there. Okay. Yeah, we can bear witness between those living outside. Yes. If the foreign people are the white people are putting up a structure, they put up the structure first, the pillars first, and after that they come with the chambers. Like with the division, yes. They can even use a plaster board for the division. Yes, even a wood for the division. What matters is the pillar. Okay. So in storyboarding, you can't go away with the pillar. It's the most important. If you come to Accra, most of the high storyboarding, they put out the structure for the pillar work first before starting up with the block work to know the strength of the building. Okay. So the strength is very, it matters. Okay. That is the pillar work. Because somebody made a comment, sometimes we've been hearing a lot of accidents, building each and every day. Or it's because their pillars is not being strengthened. They don't strengthen up their pillars work. Okay.
But I've seen these sticking out pillars and I like it. So let's move away. Let's not talk about up to the pillar anymore. Enough of pillar. Yeah. So
we've moved to that is the upper floor now. We are the upper floor. That is the first floor.
Just quickly, what size of iron rods did you use for this project?
Yeah, we started with the 20 mm. Okay. The 20 mm. That is the ground to the first floor. So as to this level, we continue with that is the 16 mm. Okay. Yeah. So like I'm saying, as we are going, we'll be taking some of some of the pillars which is not needed out. Like they have the middle here, we've taken that one out. Okay. Yeah. So we can please Okay. Yeah. So we can come to inspect this place. You see, this one is a 2-bedroom unit. So if you come to the top, we have a 2-bedroom unit here. That is 2-bedroom apartment 2.
Okay. So go ahead.
So this one is a 2-bedroom apartment we have here. 2-bedroom apartment we have here. And so that is 1-bedroom apartment to the top. It has turned into 2-bedroom apartment here. So in case maybe the client comes in with his family, they can it can be family and maybe they are in numbers. They can lodge in with this one. Yeah.
Okay. So I see that the lintel for this one, right? Yeah. The lintel is high, but you have dropped the window. Is there a reason why you do that?
You said the lintel is...
Okay, the lintel is up there. Yeah. But you have dropped the window, the door.
Yeah, to drop the door.
Can you explain to us why that is done?
This one, my former will explain. Let him
explain. Give him the mic. Give former the mic. Yeah. Give former the mic, and then former will explain. Mr. Kofi will explain. Okay, Mr. Kofi, please explain to us what's going on here.
Okay, please. This is the height of the external doors.
Okay.
This is 7 feet 3 inches.
Okay.
7 feet 3. iron gate can come inside, and then wooden also can fix.
Okay.
But the windows, we call this one French windows.
French windows.
It's very high.
Okay.
But the doors, the actually measurement is 7 feet.
Okay.
3 inches. That's why this
you dropped it.
We drop it down.
So are you going to put iron rods in this before you cast
yes,
it,
of
or
course,
you
yes, of course,
concrete?
yes, of course. The iron rods will come in.
Okay.
When they are arrange it.
Okay. Mr. Kofi, how long have you been in construction?
About 40 years now.
Hey, watch it. Yeah, now retire. Now
I'm on the way. I'm on the way.
Okay.
Very soon.
Okay. So Lambert, let's continue.
Yeah. Hello, sir.
Okay.
So like I said, this one, if you have a chance, we are working with you. The client when the client approached us for his building project. He was fortunate to have us, and at the end of the day, we are providing him with our service, like the decking materials. So all the stuff you are seeing here, the wood stuff, the decking board and everything is from our company. And also we brought the service of the pillars was also from our company. So it brought, it was able to give him, to reduce the cost of the money to spend on the building. It was able to reduce the cost of his building project.
Okay.
Elsewhere, maybe if you are dealing with other contractors, maybe he was not having those other stuff like the decking materials and also the pillars,
mold,
yes, and also the concrete machine, the compacting machine as well.
Okay.
So if you happen a chance you are working with us, you have all those things. A discount rate. Okay, thank you.
Okay, let's go and see the work they are doing and explain small for us.
Okay.
So even though you are promoting yourself, you are also teaching people who are building, and they can talk to their artisans. So if I was to build again, yes, I would definitely want bigger pillars, okay? Yeah. And it's nice, you can design it and it works pretty fine.
Yes. So like I'm saying, as you go to the other subsequent floors, we'll be taking some out and also reducing the size of it because the building is going 4-story.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just quickly, right, Lambert, I see over here, right, the pillar that you're casting, you are casting a pipe on the side of the pillar.
Yes, the pipe.
The
pipe is not in the pillar.
Yeah, why didn't you put a pipe in the pillar? I see some people put a pipe in the pillar.
Because the pillar is there and the pipe is beside it. It's not in the pillar. Because some put the pipe in the rod in the pillar.
You told me you can't put the pipe in the pillar if it's not a major pillar, or
yes,
no?
If it's not a major pillar.
Yes or no?
Yes. Come again, you said.
Okay, so talk to us about the pillar again, because
so this one is casting the concrete on the thing. There is the pipe area there, but it's not in the pillar. Just the pipe is beside the pillar. Yes. So like as I said at that time, it's not a major pillar. Yeah.
Okay. And then what size of blocks did you use? Did you use quarry dust?
Yes, all my sites I use quarry dust. Yes, okay. And this one is a hollow block because of the first floor.
Okay. So let's go. Talk to us. We have about 10 more minutes, then we'll wrap this up. Give me your phone number. I haven't collected your phone number.
Oh, my phone number is 0245 51 40 96. 0245 51 40 96.
So this area seems like it's already been developed. This is East Legon.
Yes, East Legon.
What is it? East Legon Gate 3 or something?
East Legon, third gate.
Okay, third gate.
Yeah, East Legon,
and Lambert is constructing an apartment building for a client. I don't know them. I spoke to them on the phone and they gave me full permission, full access. So I don't get any stupid email from anybody. So Lambert, let's go. Talk to us about more stuff.
So like I'm saying, so very soon we are putting up the decking. We are moving up to the next floor.
Okay.
So very soon, let me say about 3 weeks time before you come back to inspect, you see we float the top.
Okay. Yeah. And then so if you are using your own materials for the client, do you charge less if you are building for them, or is the same price?
Yes,
flow ama ejuma we awawo ye na price no wo form e chen say ubebo flow ama me a onye mejuma sisia na.
Oh no, the price is down because we are taking a contract, so it's less.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the flow, you take it as part of the contract?
Yes, yeah, part of the contract.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why are the pillars black? I think I asked you, but I didn't get.
It's an oil lubricant. That is oil lubricant. because
That's
if
why you can lose it.
you can,
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Joe,
So
you
that
can take the
pillar,
mold
yeah,
from the
after-
pillar.
the concrete does not stick into the
Okay,
this thing.
okay.
Yeah,
I was just
yeah.
wondering.
That's
Okay,
fine, that's
okay, okay. So what else you want to say? Let's add some more
Oh, I
stuff.
mean, you've seen so much like the previous site. You've seen the work I've done there, and
Don't
also
talk about the previous site. That
and
guy's
also
an
this
idiot.
site. You've seen what I have done here. So I mean, that is how we work. Yes.
Okay, so the stairway, right? Why are these iron rods sticking out?
Yeah, that is for the next floor.
Okay, and you say you're going 4 floors.
Yes, 4 floors.
And so when you're using 20 mm, right?
Yeah.
So on that, are you going to reduce the size of the iron rod as you go up?
Yes,
Or?
but we've not reached that stage yet. But we'll be taking some and also reducing the pillars, some of the size of the pillars. But we've not.
Okay, so let's go around the building and then you can show me other stuff. Whilst we're going, please talk and
Yeah. Okay.
explain
So
stuff and explain the type of work you do, the type of equipment you rent.
yeah.
You know,
So let me say my number again is 0245 51 40 96. 0245 51 40 96. So if you can go to Facebook, Lambert Architectural and Building Engineering Works. Lambert Architectural and Building Engineering Works. Yeah. So like we are still, I mean, we've moved to the down block here. So we are just taking a picture. I mean, how the place look like. So this is also one apartment here. This is the back, one side back of the building here.
okay.
So if you stand here, you can see the back here.
So this is one plot. Is it
Yeah.
even one plot?
It's about, let me say, 100 by 80.
Okay,
Yeah,
100
by 80. So you
Okay.
can take a picture, show them the back of the building.
Okay, let
Yes.
me see. So this
see?
is the back of the building.
So that is the back of the building.
Okay. Okay.
You see?
All right. Let's
Okay.
go on the other side, please. Lambert bought me plantain chips and 2 bottles of water, and I appreciate him. I appreciate him for that. And he's been kind. Lambert wanted to give me cement bags, but I told him I didn't want it because he needs that money more than I do.
Yeah, so you can see the front view here. That is the front view.
So did you draw this plan?
Yes, I did the drawing.
Okay.
Yeah, so I want to show you the plan of
Okay.
the building.
Go and get it, and then.
So I'm coming. So you can talk to my foreman here.
Okay, former. The mic no na can be here. Inti former employees no more da ha na.
Never try.
Oh, okay. Inti mobile site are more that for how long?
It made that for 2 weeks
Okay.
or 1 week.
Na mo guess name o yire mo en.
Yeah, kwa weekend be a.
I'm out for body weekday no more.
Saturday no mre bia yako fi Monday aropa na yaba.
Okay, okay.
Nti
Weekend na.
kosi bra e be wi adwuma no.
Okay.
Weekend bia yako.
Inti former said obi mamo ejuma. So he said they sleep on the site for about 2 weeks whilst they're doing the project, and they go home only on the weekends and return on Monday. Inti former said obi sit down wo a church amubetimi akwayama na.
Never try betima kwaye all over Ghana.
Okay, okay.
So that is the front view, this thing, the 3D of the building plan.
You have to send this to me so I can
So you can see here. You see that side over there.
take the mic, please.
So you can see, if you watch the porch there, the balcony at the top there, you see we've laid there is a wall over there.
That
Lambert, just
wall.
send me this and I'll put it in a
Yeah,
video. Just
okay,
send me.
okay.
I'll put it as a.
So you see exactly the shape is become exactly like the one I'm having on my phone here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't see pillars. Does that one have pillars? The
Which
one
one?
you're showing me?
Yeah, it has.
Okay.
Let me show you the pillars here. See?
Okay.
See what's the front here? You see the pillars here?
Okay, I see.
Right,
Okay.
these
Okay.
pillars, the
Okay.
pillars.
Okay.
You have to
Okay.
realize it. You see?
Okay, so I'll put this at the front cover, okay?
Okay.
Lambert, say your phone number.
Yeah, my
say
phone
all
number
the
is-
services you provide.
My phone number is here 0245 51 40 96. 0245 51 40 96. We are not only into building, we rent also building materials like the equipment like the pillars and also the marine board, the EcoJax concrete machine, compacting machine. That is what we do. So if it happens, you have a chance to work with us. Okay, so if it happen, you have a chance to work with us. We provide all those things like to a discount rate to you, which will bring the cost of your building, reduce the cost of your building for you.
Okay, and do you build for only people in Ghana or people?
Oh no, most
all
of the
across
people
the
I
world?
build for them are outside people, and most of my clients are outside here.
Okay.
But though I work for people in Ghana, yeah, but most of them are outside the country.
So do you require full payment before you do
Oh,
the
no,
work?
no.
Or...
No, you can pay maybe 30% for me to start, or maybe 20% of me to start the project. So if I'm halfway, you pay the rest, and if I'm done, you pay the balance. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
So we're gonna end it unless foreman. Oh, BB last opese oka Jamaica na nakengu na yenko.
Yo, we
So
there.
wa how mewu.
The other second last, Obia, person sit down walk. Ghana bebia, fana bebia, no. So that me engineer didn't know matter. Egano, ofra. Bebia will be able to see. Udana ma kama, we share or how be. And the materials I demand how I hire no. Yet no form crowd because I got bebree, but uhanya nema se ode ya odan a wobesi buska bebree a betuma to odan so akwachire pa anti yesre etifo se da ya na makasa no obia peso ye adwuma papa bia bebacho huya ya bai bibia kama esan ye moderate ama wo abetuma se buska.
Okay, mimbusa mo. Me pacho mu wie cement.
Eno de ebi ne ye company ne mu.
Oh yeah, sure. Mo twetwe iron rods.
Bebacho da ebi ni ha.
Now what you iron rod cement? I met that in Yahoo.
Ebi ni ha.
So if you are doing those things, how would people recommend it to other people?
Okay, so I was just asking, they take iron rods from client side, they still cement. They say no, but that one I wasn't there. Me and you were not there. So give.
But you've seen the solid of the building, no?
No, I see a solid building.
Okay,
give me Kojo Black shout. Give me Kojo Black shout.
Kojo Black in the building.
Baby, there was so anything. Engineer, change.
Kojo Black in the building.
My engineer, so my uncle, uncle. I was so Kojo Black. It's in the building.
Kojo Black.
So my parting words as we look at these slides, Lambert is a good guy. He seemed like he's got a good head on his shoulders. You know, if you want to build, get estimate from multiple sources. Compare the estimate to see what is going into whatever the contractor is promising to build for you. Don't just go by the cost. And also, one thing that if I was building, I would look for is a contractor who is hands-on, right? A contractor that I can talk to, ask questions, hold accountable, not somebody who will, apportion blame. So I just want to bring you guys another option. If you already have a contractor, that's fine. If you need somebody to build, this is another person to look at. But please don't send people money and just go sit by your bed, and you have to be involved in your project. This is any agreement you sign will be between you and Lambert. I'm just giving you guys another option to choose from or even to learn from and make a wise decision. He hasn't paid me anything to post this. Just bring you guys content and helping us all build a beautiful Ghana. So here are some of the stuff that Lambert has for rental, scaffolding, endless scaffolding, and the plastic mold for pillars. He really have really big size that sometimes you can easily find. And that's how I got in contact with Lambert, and he has the concrete casting machine also.